Another thing is too is you have to understand that your flesh will always want more, right? You as a human being will never be satisfied. Will never be satisfied. Meaning, if you want to achieve something, right? Let's just say you wanted to make $5,000 a month. You wanted to make $60,000 a year, and by the time like you're working towards that, right? You feel good. By the time that you hit $4,000 a month, you'll realize $5,000 a month isn't enough, right? For you. So you'll probably shoot for $10,000 a month, which is 120 grand a year, right? By the time you get to 8 grand a month, you'll realize 10 grand a month isn't enough. You'll set another goal to 200 grand a month. Or nah, excuse me, to 20 grand a month, so on and so forth. Guys, if by the time you hit close to 5 mil ain't gonna be enough. Guys, you're gonna always want more out of life. That's how your flesh is designed, right? So you feel like, okay, maybe I need to set a goal in order for me to work on something, in order for me to feel like I have purpose, in order for me to feel like I have a drive, when in reality, you need to tackle your flesh. You need to tackle the thing that tells you you always need more and that you always need to be working. See, we're in a society now that makes you feel like complacency is the devil, when complacency is a bad thing. When you sit on your ass, it's terrible. See, now there are times where you do need to sit your ass down and realize what you have in front of your face already is valuable, is cherishable. These are things that I'm referring to. Guys, I'm happy in life because I have a woman in my life that I can look up and wake up to every morning to say, yo, even when she's in her morning, even when she got morning breakfast, stuff like that, she is so beautiful to me. I look at her, I'm like, wow. Like, I wake up to this every morning. It brings a smile to my face, right? Not only that, my meals are prepped. My house is clean, right? So on and so forth. I can mention many more things, right? But that's for me to enjoy, right? But I wake up to that. There's times, right? You know, woman want to go out, woman want to have fun, right? And like I said, I was happy because I was able to get a place for us to stay, right? A place for us to live, knowing that less than a year before I only bought in $800 a month, right? And I was able to afford a $1,600 apartment within a year because I wanted to make that happen. Because somewhere, somehow, I end up making enough money that I needed, right? Coming from $800 a fucking month to being able to pay my rent and being able, now it was a struggle, right? Going to the story, like I said, going back to about my lady and stuff like that, right? There was a time where obviously when I had to afford all those things, I didn't have enough money to enjoy ourselves. So it would be gone months, 2 months where we haven't gone out because I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough income, right? To be able to take her out. My income was only for bills. And I had, let's just say, it had gotten to the point when I do not recommend this, guys, but it had gotten to the point that I had to show her that I had $14 left in my account, right? And I had explained to her that, you know, a lot of things has been happening. She had recently gotten to a car accident, you know, at the time, and I really had to, like, you know, use more gas, take her where she needed to go until she get a new car, help her find a new car, all that other stuff. It was a lot going on and it was taken from me. And I had to show her, like, yo, I have $14 in my account. I cannot do it right now. And it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that right now I need to be on the ball. And I am grateful that I have an understanding woman to say, you know what? You have $14. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to resent you. I will add to that. I will add to that. I'm going to throw you some bread. I'm going to throw you some money. And before y'all guys come up in here and be like, oh yeah, she probably threw you that money, but she probably looked at you as a less of a man. Now, guys, sex didn't slow down. You feel me? Sex didn't slow down at all. You feel me? I told her what it was, and I told her I had a mission, and I told her, and she saw it in my eyes, and she saw that I didn't lose faith. She saw that I didn't lose faith, which will go back to one other reason why I'm happy, right? Guys, as long as I'm working, things gonna always work out. It's been like that for my whole entire life. As long as I'm working, things gonna work out. When I don't have enough money, guys, you wouldn't believe the helping hands that I have in my life, which will go into my family and friends. My mom is still in my life. My dad is still in my life. I just worked with him the other day. He's in good health. You see what I'm saying? My mom's in good health. She lives in the gym. Both of them are in their 60s, right? A lot of people can't say that, unfortunately. But I could say that because I'm grateful to say that. My siblings are in my life. All four of my siblings are still in my life currently today. I am the middle child. I have an older brother, older sister, younger brother, and younger sister, right? They're all in my life, and we all communicate. We all have group chats and stuff like that, and we all live in close range just in case anything happened, right? Just in case anything happened. I'm grateful because they're still in my life, and we bounce the ideas off one another. Let's go into it. My friends, my homies, right? I came down in Georgia. This is 2025. I came down in Georgia in 2005, right? I've been friends with not only the people that, you know what I'm saying, I left behind in New York, but people down here I've been friends with for 20 years now, coming up on 20 years. Those are my homies. I have other homies that I met through jobs. We stayed tight. And listen to me, when I promise you I fell on hard times, right? It was easy for them to be like, I didn't even have to ask. They just sent me something. They just sent me something in a time of need. Guys, I had homies with me. Got people that trust in me, that people that look up to me, right? I am grateful for that, right? Guys, back then I had a car. I didn't have a car, I didn't have a job, I didn't have a place to stay. I was 27 years old. I didn't have a car, I didn't have a home, I didn't have a place to stay, right? All those things, right, where you might say, man, like, you're a bum, you're bumming it, right? I knew I was a bum at that time because I knew I wanted those things for myself and I wasn't working towards it. So I had to be a bum. I had to be a failure. But the thing is, once I knew, I'm like, yo, I had to apply myself. I had to be able to get it, right? My dream car, guys, I wanted my dream car and I only had $500 to my name, right? My dream car was a 2020 Toyota Camry. Not much, but it was my dream car, right? I'm sitting in it now, right? So it's like, oh, okay, you know, a 2020 Camry, what's the big deal with that? It was my dream car. So imagine the dopamine that I got because I got the car that I'm sitting in, the car that I want currently. Guys, I love this car so much. I have it for 3 years. I love this car so much, I'll buy another one. When this one is done and over, I'll buy another one, right? Guys, I don't want, there's not much I really want, like, out of this life, right? I'm in great health, right? I take care of myself, right? I work out. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful for what I have. And happiness comes from being grateful for what you have, right? So this whole idea of being complacent, if you are wanting to work something, if you want to start a business, if you want to be able to develop a drive, right? And you need a drive for that. Trust me, you do need to get the fuck up off the game. You do need to sit down and apply, or you will make yourself unhappy. You really would make yourself unhappy. But I'm going to tell you this, happiness really comes from you being able to enjoy the virtues of life. It's not what you have. It's not what you could attain. It's not how much money you could attain. All those things could be ripped from you, right? And I'm not even talking about death. I'm talking about somebody could simply take those things from you, and there'll be ways that you can never retrieve them, right? No one could take what makes me happy from out of me. You get what I'm saying? I lead a very simple, humble life. I don't ask for anything. Hell, I don't want the fame. I'm here, I'm talking to y'all right now. I'm going based off topics that I want to talk about. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I have 272 of y'all in here listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to me, right? Just to hear what I gotta say. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm just an average Joe out here, man. Just showing y'all how I live. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But yeah, bro, I'm happy for all those reasons, man. I'm happy that God, you feel me, and following his image, man, like allow me to not really need. Because every time where I felt like I felt short, right? Every time where I felt like I needed to, like I was worrying, I didn't need to worry after all. Somehow, some way, stuff pulled out as long as I was working. And I was able to embody that into where even when my lady, you know, she's stressing out, and I just tell her, like, don't stress. Why are we stressing out? And it works out just like that. It just works out. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, man. I hope y'all took something from this message. Y'all be easy.